Welcome back, everyone. And if you want to know that if you're in a toxic relationship, then stick around. Welcome back to Tips for Women. And if you're new to the channel, before we dive in today, don't forget to hit that little red subscribe button right underneath the video just to let us know you support our content. And don't worry about it, it's free. So today we're going to talk about something just a little bit more on the darker side of relationships and tips for you women to know if you're in this type of relationship. So today we're going to talk about toxic relationships and how you know that you are in one and what you should do if you are in one. Now, like I've said plenty times before, nobody has a written handbook on relationships on how they're supposed to go, and there's no certain channels and what you're supposed to do. Everybody that gets together is different from everybody else. So you both have to discover your own paths. But there are some signs to let you know that you are in a very toxic situation and you might want to reconsider being in that relationship if you're in that toxic situation. Now, number one is on a toxic situation is basically it's you feel depleted in the relationship. You feel drained. You feel like you have nowhere to go. You feel controlled. There's so many options that you can feel, and a relationship is not supposed to make you feel that way. It is supposed to push you up to the heavens, not sink you down to the ground. So if the person that you're with is all taking and not giving, then there's a problem there. If you feel depleted, if you feel drained, if you feel you have nowhere to turn in the relationship, then it's a toxic relationship. If you have lack of trust, if you don't trust the person that you're with, if he's doing some little signs or he is giving you off some energy that you think that you have no reason to trust him, then you're in a toxic relationship. If you're in a hostile environment, if there is any kind of physical abuse, if there's every time you come home, you don't feel at home, you feel like you were threatened as soon as you walk into your home, you are in a toxic relationship. If you have no balance in the relationship, if you have no trust, if you have no love, if you have no feeling of comfort, then you are in a rough situation that you should think about maybe moving on. And believe me, ladies, there's plenty of ways to move on. And I know that everybody in this world, if they love somebody, when they're in a toxic relationship, they tend to stay because they want to show the person that they love them and they're hoping that that other person will change. Well, ladies, this is the tip for today. 80% of the time, that person is not going to change. Not unless something happens dramatically in their life that kind of knocks them in the head that makes them want to change. So I hope these were some pretty good tips, and I hope that you are not in a toxic relationship, but if you are, I wish you the best. And remember, as always, stay beautiful.